fans, and welcome to Fire Pro Recap for January 17th, 2015, Fire Pro Benefit Brawl.
For Baby Eddie. Remember that.
Eddie.
I know. I'm James Lawrence III.
Yeah, I think we did a good beat that night.
Who are you?
He started talking, James Lawrence III. I was going to let him finish before saying, and I'm Latino crazy.
And I'm Stonehand Slater Wallace.
And yes, we did a very nice thing, Mr. Stonehand. Raised some money
For Baby Eddie.
a sick child, only 5 months old, has had a lot of surgeries. Wish Baby Eddie the best of luck. If you could transfer the bad luck to James, that would be great.
That is not a nice thing to say.
About who?
Boys, we got a job to do here.
All right, let's
Dive right into this.
C.J. Anderson, the first match.
Wait. Say it.
What?
It starts with a C, and then there's a J, and then you go Anderson. That's how he did it.
I don't know about that.
I was there at the show. I saw these things.
Anyway, he was taking on
That happened.
Stonehand Slater Wallace.
Hello there.
Pretty much, I gotta say, it was all Stonehand Slater Wallace. I mean, CJ couldn't stop the runaway train that was...
Did he just say that?
I'll give it to you. You were pretty much insane that match. Choke bomb.
Crazy.
1, 2, 3. You got the win.
And then, yes, Stonehands came off with the win, and we move on.
The next match was Kenny Courageous taking on a friend of mine that's going to be in the Survivor Series match with me this coming month. We'll talk about that later. Jeremy Hadley. And, of course, Jeremy Hadley has the match going his way, and Kenny Courageous just takes every little bit and way that he can sneak in there trying to get Jeremy Hadley. And, of course, when Hadley is going for the frog splash, who appears once again to interfere with Jeremy Hadley's life?
James?
Was it James? No, it was another. It was a Jamie crisis.
He's Jamie sometimes.
He pushes Hadley, and Hadley's sitting there on the top rope. Kenny Courageous grabs him, brainbuster, and he pretty much caused him the match. I mean, James, are you going to defend your friend Kenny Courageous and Jamie Crisis? I mean, there's no right in this.
Kenny Courageous
Him and
saw an
Papa,
opening.
they're always out here running rapid.
That's between Crisis and Hadley. I mean, Hadley must still be talking garbage about Crisis, even though Crisis got the better of him in the feud in the past couple months. Kenny Courageous saw an opening and he took it. I mean, there's the win. The guy's hurt. Brainbuster, and he got the win.
We are going to move on. It was a tag team match after that. Fatal Attraction taking on a relatively new group in Monsters in Crime.
Wow.
Which was the convict Nick Dallas and his new friend Gideon, which, I don't know about you, that guy scared the hell out of me. Came out grumbling and wearing that mask going...
He's got horns, okay?
Anyway, poor Mike Marvel, he took the brunt of the assault from that monster. He was getting beat up for a good portion of the match, until finally, he was able to take him out outside the ring, hitting him with the post, the corner post of the ring. He's out, and then the convict gets Hurricane Rana off the top, and it followed up with a headbutt from the top. Get the cover. 1, 2, 3. Fatal Attraction gets the win.
Those kids.
And they are on their way again up the
That's
ladder.
2 in a row, James, for them. 2
All
in
right.
a row.
That gets them the number one contendership shot, which is what this match was about, and they got another shot at the titles against the Wild Ones. Next match, Christopher Kent, the number one contender for the Impact title, taking on BMK.
BMK.
Great match, great battle. The two brothers, who knows each other better? These two have fought over the years for titles before. Fought
Not
over
just titles, everything. G.I. Joe, The Last Slice of Pizza.
It's unusual.
Wentworth had discussions with the ref during the whole match. Some say interfere. No, they were just talking to the ref, misunderstanding.
Talking to the ref.
That's called interfering.
Anyway, the match,
Idiot.
there was some shenanigans going on, so Kenny Courageous and Crisis come down, try to, see what's going on, and BMK starts taking them out. Then all of a sudden, Tristan comes out of nowhere, and he attacks Christopher Kent. Referee hits the bell, all chaos is going on, there's guys coming all over the place, you were one of them.
I'm just helping out my team here.
Hadley comes down, you come down, and then brawls. The ref calls DQ on BMK because of Tristan's actions.
And this kind of turns on the oven here between Tristan and Brandon, and we're gonna get into that.
We're gonna talk about that later. Don't spoil it.
What?
Don't ruin it.
We had a 9-man scramble match with cheese and bacon.
Because one of us was in.
That kind of
One of us,
16 minutes.
one of us was in this match. Mr. Stonehands St. Wallace. He also took on Officer Rod Street, Kurt Joseph, Davey Addict, Joseph Reck, Scott Powers, Maverick Cage, Roland Young, The Real Deal, Neil, and that's it. That's 9.
Well, you should have on the Maverick Cage there. You should let them know that he is a newcomer.
He is a brand new first ever appearance here at Fire Pro Wrestling.
And he has aligned himself with some scum.
Some scumbag. Poffo was out there. Wentworth was out there. And at the very end of the match, there was 4, and then there was 2. This guy, Stonehands, and the Maverick Cage man. Now Stonehands, I'm pretty sure he's about to win this whole thing. I mean,
You're one choke bomb away from winning this match.
he's standing there ready to put his hand in the air like he don't care. But here comes Poffo, causing distraction. He distracted you. Wentworth comes out, also distracts you. And then suddenly you turn around, and you get hit in the face by this Cage guy.
Poffo.
He has something wrapped around his hand.
Paffo's out here on one side. He has his little lawyer guy come around the other side, throws a chain in the ring, and James, you act like you don't even care.
It was chaos.
How
It
is
was a
that
scramble.
fair chance?
You need more
We were
referees
down
out
to the
there.
final 2.
You need
Two of
more
them,
referees. I don't know what. Tell the board. Don't tell me. There's a lot of craziness going on here at Fire Pro.
Long story short, Cage used a foreign object. Ref didn't see it. He gets the cover on Stonehands Slater Wallace, who should have won. Let's get over this all sad event. Let's carry on. Try to keep the positive flow, because that was a benefit for a good cause. So let's keep happy.
You're
let's
right.
move on.
I'll move on.
Stonehands won.
Because James's favorite guy came out. C-Man. James loves C-Man.
All over the place. C-Man.
Every time he comes out here, he's all over the ring, jumping around, hipping and hopping.
Oh, this
James
time
gets really excited when he sees him. I know he does.
he does. He's licking his lips and everything.
I
Who was the C-Man taking on this?
He was
side?
taking on James's other favorite person, that lettuce tosser, Jamie Crisis.
the Mr. Vegetarian, all natural.
Oh, he's all natural, all right. Naturally cheats. That's all he does it. Poffo, I guess, was out there as usual. Again, messing with the end of a match. But you know what?
What?
It turns out this time it didn't really help him because he's up there arguing with the ref. And who comes out to get his revenge? My buddy. No, not James. Jeremy Hadley comes
Jeremy
out
Hadley
there.
came out, yeah.
And what did he steal from James? Well, what was at James's table?
The lettuce ball.
And this time that lettuce ball didn't quite explode.
No, they must have that in the refrigerator,
No,
freezer
that's
too
right.
much.
Must have been one of them frozen lettuce balls. And he kind of hit Crisis with that. And
And C-Man jumped on him.
what did it? C-Man gave him, what's he call it? The
Fisherman C-Plex. He hit it, got the 1, 2, 3.
And that, what an exciting match.
And the referee grabbed the C-Man and raised his hand, and he had the victory.
Next match, Devon Fury, legend in Fire Pro, taking on Corey Lyon, a newcomer in Fire Pro, looking like a rock and roller from the old days, throwback and everything. Pretty much it was Devon Fury, the whole match. Yeah, there were some spurts here with Lyon, but you know what? Rock bottom takes out Corey Lyon, 1, 2, 3, and I'm just so amazed. I had to talk to the man, tell him what the fans love him and everything, and he's been winning since he said he was going to change and adapt to Fire Pro. He's been winning lately.
James jumped up like a schoolgirl at a rock concert.
Isn't a schoolgirl.
Mr. Fury, you're so great. Can I get your autograph?
Well, Mr. Fury did prove himself that night, though.
Exactly, because as I was talking to him, all of a sudden, interruption. Here comes Big Chief Interruptus, Gabe the Brave Juarez, and he all of a sudden wants a match with Devon Fury. Devon's happy. Starts fighting him. All of a sudden,
I wouldn't know if he was happy, but
well, he knew what he can do. He knew he could take out this big guy. All of a sudden, Gabe the Brave misses a flip from the second rope. Devon sees, hey, easy win. 1, 2, 3 gets the pin. Devon Fury, 2 wins in one night. I mean, this guy's amazing.
Main event time for Fire Pro Wrestling.
Seriously.
Benefits for Baby Eddie. Very good cause we did.
you're welcome, Baby Eddie. We were able to raise, over $1,300 for him?
Yeah, as long as James didn't steal it.
I didn't touch that.
Anyways, the main event, Mike Horning and the Wild Ones, Richie Rothschild and Johnny Motley, for those of you that don't Espanol, they took on Flawless Dave Allen and the Freebirds, which is Tristan Hayes and his good pal Buddy. It was a 6-man tag team match.
6-man tag.
Technically 6.5 with Cujo out there. But then you had the lady out there too. What's her name?
Molly.
O'Malley.
Molly.
That girl was out there. She didn't look like she was too happy to be there. But I mean, hey.
I think they were kind of holding her captive to an extent.
She's been running wild lately with Allen's matches, so they just want to make sure she's, in staying put. Fans, watch this match. It is, I'll admit it, Tristan Hayes hit the nastiest super kick I've ever seen him hit in Fire Pro
That's
Wrestling.
right. Johnny Motley tried to kick up, jump back up to his feet, and BAM! Right in the face.
I don't know how Motley's head stayed on. You got to watch this match.
I mean, the Wild Ones tried to cheat all over the place.
No, he didn't.
Yes, they did.
Allen gets hit. Molly all of a sudden climbs into the ring. Is she crazy? And then all of a sudden Horning picks her up.
She's trying to escape from him.
Well, Horning took care of that. Said, "You want to get in the ring like with the boys? Guess what?
Bam.
Slammed her." This Allen goes crazy and just starts attacking him. They go out of the ring and go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Even more cheating by the Wild Ones. They tried to grab the belts to hit people with. But who
Fatal
came out?
Attraction comes out. Kevin Cross.
He answered before I could even ask the question. He's so smart.
Mike Marvel.
They came out and put a stop to that nonsense. And then what happened, James?
A whole brigade of people.
Freebirds double roll up the Wild Ones and get the win.
Freebirds get the win, but that's not all.
What?
The fighting continued.
Everybody comes out. It was just chaos.
I was out there.
Hadley was out there.
And this sets us up for next month with the Survivor Series match.
BMK came out at the last minute, and we're thinking, oh, he's here to help. He's going to save these
He
guys.
gets the chair. He starts hitting Kenny. Starts hitting Crisis. He's going crazy with that chair.
Who else does he hit? Our freaking tag team partner.
Tristan. Bam.
Knocked him off his feet. Nobody liked that. And then he got on the microphone, had an announcement.
He is going to be the 4th member of Team Epic.
Epic.
Which is, tell them the name, the people.
Christopher Kent, Kenny Courageous, Jamie Crisis. He's joining that team because he says he'd rather trust them and his own brother than the Freebirds and you and Hadley.
So yes, it'll be me, Stonehand Slater Wallace, Jeremy Hadley, the Freebirds against Jamie Crisis, Christopher Kent, Kenny Courageous,
BMK.
BMK. And let's not forget Poffo and Wentworth, who will probably be somehow trying to get their
No, they'll just
hands
watch
dirty.
dirty.
It'll turn into a 6-on-4 pretty
And now
quick.
that Maverick is part of this little agency that they got going on, I'm sure he might be sticking his nose in business. But it's
knows
going to
what's
be
gonna
all
happen.
messed up.
It's going to only be a matter of time before we see that kid running around.
And that match is at Revelations 5.
Well, we'll see you next time.
I'm Stonehand Slater Wallace.
And I'm Latino Crazy.
James Lawrence III.
Goodbye.
For the recap.
Revelations 5, February 21st.
Let's keep plugging stuff.
Kids are free.
You want to buy a DVD? My name's Stonehand.
Hey, Michael, man. Latino Crazy here with Perry Davidson. We're already talking about Revelations 5 coming up on February 21st with a special start time of 6:30 p.m.
And that is at 77 Broadway in Maryville. Revelations 5. Adults are $10.
And kids, you get this? When a paid adult, they're free! 12 and under though, so not you. We'll see you there, folks.